You can separate it very easily by simply applying a sonic frequency, much like a Sonicare toothbrush. Simply by touching the probe, and I'm using it, by the way, at the lowest frequency level, 25 megahertz. You can go all the way up to 50, but I don't think you need to. I find that it does a great job at 25 megahertz. No, this is absolutely not damaging to the melody. It's not. This is the same technology that your dentists are using. It's the same technology that you're going to find like in a Sonicare toothbrush or an Oral-B sonic toothbrush. It vibrates at 25 megahertz. That's 25,000 micro vibrations per second. And at that dialed in frequency, it's extremely gentle on the enamel, but it gets the tartar and the plaque vibrating, so it sloughs right off your tooth, just like this, right? You just touch the probe to it, and it's very gentle. Look how gentle. I mean, it doesn't even react on my skin. It's so finely tuned that it well, thank you very much. You're cute too, but you're going to be even cuter when you've got a better smile, because in 2026, I've made a resolution. I've decided that I'm going to up my oral hygiene game. That's the commitment that I've making to myself. And I've always been brushing, I've always been flossing, and I've always used a water pick. But in 2026, I'm adding this ultrasonic scaler. I moved to an ultrasonic toothbrush about 2 years ago. I use a Sonicare toothbrush, and now I'm using this to complement that, because I find that this allows me to sort of micro precision pinpoint some of my problem areas. One of my my dentist recently told me, guys, by the way, they're $13.15 during my live stream, running a 55% sale right now. It's a flash sale. And if you take advantage of this, I am a collaborator with the actual seller here, and he is offering for this live stream with me free shipping. So this is $13.15 to your front door. You want to grab them right now. Herbert, it's pinned. You should be able to see it. Let me just make sure it's pinned. It should be pinned right to, let me pin it. I'm sorry, you guys. All right. My mistake, my bad. Now it's pinned. My apologies. Hey, what's up, Trick Z? Good to see you back. It's pinned now, so you should be able to see it. Don, I don't know who you bought yours from. I don't know what brand you bought, but these are 100% refundable. So if you have any problem with it, TikTok will refund your money on this. Now, here's the deal on this. It operates at 25 megahertz. It's a precision dialed in medical grade device using the same sonic frequencies that you would be using in your Sonicare toothbrush. I don't know if you guys use a sonic toothbrush. I do. I switched over about 2 years ago, but now I'm adding this. And what I like about it is it's tuned the same way. There's a very specific frequency that tartar and plaque react to that enamel doesn't. That's 25 to 50 megahertz. So the gentle setting right here is 25, and you can go up to 30, 35, all the way to 50 megahertz. I don't mess with 50 megahertz. I keep it at 25, because what I find at 25 is it's incredibly gentle. In fact, it doesn't even interact on my skin or on my tongue, but the minute it touches enamel, the frequencies begin. So what I do is I go ahead and I take my probe and I gently come across the gum line, and then I come down the front. Gum line, front, gum line, gum line. It's very gentle, and I put about 15 seconds to do the front, 15 seconds to do the front and the bottom, and then same thing, 15 seconds in the back. I really like this light too, because one of the problems I'm having, not going to be doing bubble tricks tonight. I'm going to be doing magic later on tonight. What I do need to do is plug in my phone. So what I like to do with this one is, it has a light right here. My dentist tells me that one of my problem areas is my back molars, in particular the right side, because I brush with righty. So this is my dominant hand. So I have a tough time kind of getting behind my back molars. But I've been using this lately, and all I simply do, it's got this great light where I can see, and I can see everything in my mouth. You're about to see too, for better or for worse, but I can really pinpoint any calculus. And then I come around the front and I do the exact same thing. And it's so gentle that what you're hearing is the vibration, but that vibration is a very specific vibration. It's dialed in at 25 megahertz, so it has zero impact on my enamel, even my skin. It sort of says, oh, skin, very soft, don't activate. It touches my enamel, and it activates and it begins a micro vibration, just like your Sonicare toothbrush. And that vibration has an impact that sloughs off any tartar, any calculus, but it keeps the enamel protected and safe. So it's gentle on your enamel, but it is destructive to tartar, to plaque. You don't have to use any force. Like that micro vibration just separates the tartar right off the tooth. All you do is touch it and it just sloughs right off. So it's incredibly gentle. You're not using any chemicals. You're definitely not using this. I was talking to my dentist about this the other day. Hey guys, grab them right now. I'm not going to be on for only about 5-10 more minutes. They're $13.15. $13.15. It's 55% off while I'm doing my live stream. And if you do take advantage of it, if you put it in your cart, it's $13.15 later too. But if you take advantage while we're on this live stream right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to waive the shipping. So that's $13.15 to your front door. So I was telling my dentist about this the other day. I was saying to him that I'm not only just using a sonic toothbrush, but I'm also starting to use a sonic scaler. And he said to me, you know, Dave, that's a great idea, because he's been asking me for years. I'm pretty fastidious about my oral hygiene, and I sometimes pick at my teeth with these, and it really pisses off my dentist, because he always says to me, Dave, like, I know they're simple tools, but you got to be trained to use them, because it's a manual tool. You're using your own physical strength to kind of remove your plaque and tartar, and if you're not careful, you can lacerate, or you can scratch your enamel, and it can't be fixed. So what he likes me about using this one is I don't put any pressure on at all. I hold it like a tea toddler, right? I put it between my thumb and my finger, and I let the tool do the work, just like my sonic toothbrush. So I just kind of trace my teeth. It's very gentle, and I have this little vibration feeling. There's no heat, no discomfort. But when it comes in contact with any sort of calculus or any sort of buildup, that little micro vibration, it just sheds it off. That vibration has zero impact on the enamel. You don't even notice it. But that 25 megahertz sonic vibration, that specific frequency, is designed to get the tartar vibrating, and it sloughs it right off the tooth. The plaque sloughs right off the tooth. It's very simple. Hey, baby, thank you for checking out my store. If you have any questions, let me know. Dentures look like implants. Mine do. I lost all my teeth. Got dentures. Okay, well, hopefully your dentures are working out for you. Dentures are probably great to have white. My teeth are still a little bit yellowed right now, but they're a lot whiter now than they were a couple of weeks ago, because I got this a couple of weeks ago, not because I was looking to promote it on TikTok. I got this for myself a couple of weeks ago because my New Year's resolution as I come into the new year is I'm going to level up my oral hygiene. I'm pretty good about it already. I'm already using a toothbrush. I floss. I use a water pick. But I don't use, and by the way, I brush with a Sonicare toothbrush, so I'm already sold on that sonic technology. I've been using it for 3 years. So when I saw that they released a sonic scaler, I'm like, I gotta try it. And it's amazing, you guys. It's like, it has this really smart sensor on it where it can detect soft tissue and it doesn't activate. But on my lips or my tongue, it doesn't activate, but it senses enamel. And when it hits enamel, it's gonna emit a sonic frequency, the same as my Sonicare toothbrush, at 25 megahertz. And that frequency is a micro vibration. And while it's gentle on my enamel, it's very destructive to the tartar. It gets the tartar and the plaque vibrating, and it just sloughs off. So again, doesn't activate on my skin, my tongue, my gums, nothing. But the minute it touches enamel, it begins to emit that high frequency, and it literally, it's amazing. It dissolves tartar like this, guys. Check it out. You're running it along your tooth, and if it bumps into a little piece of tartar, you want to hold it like a tea toddler. You don't want to put any pressure on it. Let it do its thing, just like your sonic toothbrush. You touch your tooth, and it literally is going to vibrate any calculus right off that tooth. It's going to vibrate any plaque off that tooth. It's incredibly gentle, and it has, you don't feel any discomfort. It doesn't hurt the enamel. It sounds a little bit funny because it's a medical grade dental device. Thank you, Cleveland. You can see that it kind of sounds like, well, it sounds like a dental device. Questions. You're not going to use this longer than a week. well, Luke broke. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm not going to have to use it very often because I got this, and in 10 minutes, I was able to kind of clean up all my calculus. So now I'm only using it once every 2 weeks. Once every 2 weeks, I spend 2 minutes with this. It's absolutely safe, and let me tell you why. This is a precision medical grade device that has been built to operate at a very specific sonic frequency. In fact, it's the same sonic frequency that they use in the Sonicare toothbrush. It operates at a low level of 25 megahertz, and it goes all the way up to 50 megahertz. 25 to 50. And if you stay within that band, that micro vibration causes no damage to the enamel at all. In fact, it's got a little sensor tip on it, so it can kind of tell, like, oh, soft tissue, do not vibrate. Right? So it detects my lips, my tongue, my gums. Has absolutely no impact. But the minute it touches the density, the very specific density of enamel, then it begins to emit the high frequency vibration. Right? So it has that little dental noise to it, but it's very gentle on enamel because enamel is a dense substance. But you know what's not as dense as your enamel? Plaque, tartar, and calcification. And when the probe touches any of that, it melts it right off the tooth. And I wouldn't say it melts it off the tooth. It's probably more accurate to say it vibrates it off the tooth because it operates at a 25 megahertz sonic frequency, which is 25,000 micro vibrations in a second. So imagine that this is your tooth and my hand is a little bit of plaque. So when you when you touch the plaque, it begins to vibrate at that 25 megahertz and sloughs right off, but all the while, it's incredibly gentle on the actual enamel. There's absolutely no damage. I spend about 15 seconds on my top quadrant. I spend 15 seconds on the bottom quadrant. I do 15 seconds inside back, back of my top, and then 15 seconds on the bottom. So I do about 2 minutes every 2 weeks. That's it. Because I spent about 10 minutes with it when I first got it and I got rid of all of my tartar. It sloughed right off. And now I'm just using it between my dental visits. I go see the dentist. No, absolutely no. The only way it's going to cause bleeding, this won't cause bleeding. If you have really, really bad buildup right now, like if you take your tongue and you sweep it across the back of your teeth and you can't feel any spacing at all between your teeth, you've got a lot of buildup. And if that calcification, if that's touching if it's up into your gums, when you remove it, it is going to be a little bit raw on your gums, but this actually won't hurt your gums itself. In fact, it has a smart technology that the tip can detect the surface. So it doesn't activate on my skin at all. Even my tongue, it won't activate, or on my lip, or on my gums. It doesn't activate. It only activates when it senses that it's on tartar. And when it touches your teeth, it begins to micro vibrate at the 25 megahertz, and it will go ahead. And when it touches anything that isn't supposed to be there, calculus, tartar, plaque, any of that buildup stuff, it literally vibrates it right off your tooth. It's incredibly gentle, but it's amazingly effective. If you have a root canal, I got some advice for you with a root canal. Anyone that has dental work, if you have a root canal, if you have a cap, if you have a crown, if you have a bridge, do not use manual devices. This is what people have been using a lot to kind of maintain their teeth. But my dentist is really unhappy about me using these, and he's really thrilled that I've decided to use this, and I'll tell you why. Because this relies on me having the right amount of pressure, and I'm not trained. I'm not a dentist. I'm not a hygienist. So when I'm in there messing with one of these, I get really damaged, not only my dental work, not only my root canal, but I could actually damage my enamel. And once you damage your enamel, you can't fix it.